Match number 5, our main event of the afternoon, would see the some more championship action as the DKW showcase title would be put on the line. Two rescue favourites going at it. We had Regan Blade challenging the champion, Jaden Williams. It was an absolutely intense start for this one, with Blade then hitting a springboard Hurricane Rana and a Pele kick to send Williams to the outside. They would fight into the fans, with Blade hitting 10 punches into the fans. We'd see Williams chop, and then he'd go to chop again, but he would hit the ring post, as then Blade would chop him back inside. Williams would start to bend the rules a little bit, pulling the hair and chopping down on his opponent before hitting a suplex for a near fall, followed up by a drop kick, which would down Blade. He'd follow this up with a side suplex, then a running shooting star for a near fall. He'd then hit the scoop slam, and he'd do the cocky pose pin for a near fall. Again, so many near falls in this one. We'd even see them doing the roll around, proper sort of British style wrestling with the ones. You'd see Jaden Williams would hit the high 619, then a springboard cutter for a near fall. Blade would respond with a GTS and a high kick for a near fall for himself. He'd then hit a German suplex on the apron. Now, you'd see Williams would respond with a springboard lariat and then a single leg crab, and then Blade would return this into an arm bar counter, and then Williams would actually show some insane power to counter this. He'd hit the Styles Clash. Both men would be down before trading. A Blade super kick would send Williams back to the outside, and Blade would hit a suicide dive that got the fans out of their seats. Back in the ring, Williams would hit a low blow, then a package pile driver, thinking he had the win, but he would only pick up a 2 count. Then Blade off the top rope would hit an avalanche, set out powerbomb, then follow this up with a top rope, a cutter from the top rope, and then a curb stomp for a near fall. He'd then hit a curb stomp from the top and be crowned the new champion. That's right, folks. Regan Blade is your new DKW Showcase title holder. What a epic match to finish the afternoon on. These two youngsters absolutely pushed the boundaries, absolutely killed it, sent the fans home happy. What an epic match it was. The former champion Williams, absolutely fantastic, phenomenal wrestler that he is. He's held that title with pride almost for, I think it was a year. Absolutely has been defending that title with honor. Fantastic showing by him, and he was unlucky. You know, he tried everything he could in his arsenal to come away with the pinfall victory and retain his title, but he came up short in this one. But what a fantastic wrestler he is, have no doubt about it. Now, Blade, the new champion, absolutely phenomenal talent. Absolutely love seeing him in action when I get the chance. You know, I don't get to see enough of him, in my opinion. You know, phenomenally talented, and he brought some gold back home to the KJB, and just absolutely killed it out there to come. I mean, that curb stomp from the top rope, absolutely, just wow. What a way to win the title. These two, what a fantastic match. Hats off to you, gents. Yeah, just a phenomenal match. If you ever get a chance to see either of these two phenomenally talented individuals in action, I highly recommend you do so for yourselves.